This week on the Crypto Nightly News, Google is getting in the game of crypto, despite the crypto winter. And if Google says crypto is worth a look, why doesn't everyone else? We'll have that story and my take on it via The Takeaway, coming up on the Crypto Nightly News.
Sell yourself short, you'll find someone to be there for.
We all know the term future of the digital asset compared to last year's term.
Welcome to the Crypto Nightly News with Chris Jerman.
6, 7, 8. Welcome to the Crypto Nightly News for Sunday, October 16th, 2022. I'm your host, Christopher Jerman, coming to you from the edges of the Olympic National Forest on the foggy shores of the Pacific Northwest. It's not the end of the world, but you can see it from here. Each week, we bring you the top headlines and news stories from Planet Crypto. And while I am here, where the nights are long, the mountaintops are soggy, and the interwebs is sparse, I am doing my level best to weave together what I can while I can, until such time as a radio station decides to do what they are supposed to do and help me report news you can use when it comes to DeFi, the metaverse, cryptocurrency, and all the other finance news that's normal and customary that news channels seem to ignore. And the motley crew of resources we pull together each week, from lumiwealth to Glacier FM to the Crypto Potato to my wife Jennifer, who's holding the camera right now, is, I hope, giving you an understanding of what crypto is and how it can be of use to you, and why we all as Americans should embrace this democratic wealth equalizer of the 21st century. And if you do get something from this show, I beg you to hit that subscribe button and share this broadcast with someone who needs to hear it. It is also my great pleasure to introduce to you this week's Glacier FM Artist of the Week, who you are hearing playing on the Victrola up high as we speak, Drifter. We'll have all the songs we play with links so you can hear them again and in the description of this show. Now, before we get to the news, it is my solemn duty to remind you that this is not designed to be market prognostication, financial speculation, or fiscal advice of any kind, but rather an inspiration for you to get more information from someone who can teach you the finer points of investing with real and practical advice. This is for educational and informational purposes only. It's Sunday night in the middle of October, and I do hope you've had a weekend that was restful, restorative, and has charged your battery for the week ahead. And that this broadcast is merely the olive in the martini of life for you. But while we're at it, toss another log on that fire and give the dog a greenie, because you don't want to miss a minute of the next few when we delve headlong into the world that is envisioned by Satoshi Nakamoto himself or herself, pick your pronoun. Let's crank the volume to 11 and toast the end of the weekend with a cocktail direct from the gods of virtual monetary policy. It's time to get to it. Here are the headlines for the week ending and the new one beginning. Are you ready? Let's get to it, shall we? The news of crypto is cold this week because the crypto winter is still going strong. Bitcoin was down below the 20K mark once again, and ETH is still sporting a hangover from the merge party they threw a couple of weeks ago. Just over 1,300 by press time on Friday. Tron and Unis said Leo were the only coins in the top 30 that had solid gains for the week, while DAI flirted with the positive territory with just 2% growth on the week. Everyone else was down for the 7-day look back. In NFT land, CryptoPunks topped the list with over 10 million in sales, with Bored Ape, So Rare, and CloneX posting positive sales figures in the 2, 3, and 4 spots. Gods Unchained came in at 5 with 4.2 million in sales, with Mutant Ape, NFL All Day, and Renga, Ethereum Name Services, and Azuki finishing out the list with solid performances overall. Crypto winter seems to have kept the coins in the cold, but NFTs are loving a long and lustrous winter. Our biggest story of the week, in a boon for crypto getting into the world of commerce, Google to accept crypto for its cloud-based services. They're teaming up with Coinbase to process the crypto charges, and you'll need a wallet attached to your Google account if you want to play along. Rumors are that this will debut early next year for a select few Web3 customers, but analysts say this is a plus for both Google and Coinbase. This allows Google to plug a gap in the market by being the first in the retail computer processing world to allow companies in the crypto space to pay their cloud storage fees using digital currency. And from Coinbase's perspective, it will provide them with a revenue stream which isn't directly tied to trading volumes. This is vital for the stability of the company, who recently laid off over 1,000 employees as a result of plummeting trading volumes due to the crypto winter. And they will include all the names you'd expect, such as Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, and even Dogecoin. Now it's time for the Crypto Potato Market Wrap-Up. Billionaire Tesla and SpaceX boss Elon Musk is being investigated by federal authorities regarding his conduct around a $44 billion deal to buy Twitter. That's according to a recent filing from Twitter, which seeks to unearth critical documents that Musk is supposedly withholding from the firm. As reported by Reuters, it is still unclear what exactly the probe is focused on or which federal authorities are conducting the investigation. However, Twitter claimed that Musk refused to hand over documents the company wanted in September, citing investigative privilege. Specifically, Musk's attorneys provided a privilege log of documents that were not to be shared, including a draft email to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission in May and a slideshow presentation for the Federal Trade Commission. The SEC did not respond to requests for comment, while the FTC declined to comment at all. The lower house of Kazakhstan's parliament, Majlis, reportedly greenlighted new bills that aim to establish appropriate rules in the local crypto sector. This will require miners to create authorized entities, register with regulators, and continue being subject to taxation. Despite being a global leader in cryptocurrency mining, Kazakhstan has certain issues with the so-called gray miners, who conduct their operations without the necessary licenses. Here's a tough one. Ekaterina Smyslavla, as member of the Committee on Economic Reform and Regional Development, explained that the legislation will oblige crypto miners to receive authorization from the relevant financial regulators, create legal entities, and become full-fledged subjects of taxation. Despite the stellar week posted by NFTs, some think that NFTs are on the way out, especially if you look at the way celeb NFT traders like Eminem and soccer star Neymar Jr. are faring. At the beginning of the year, the Brazilian soccer star purchased 2 digital collectibles, part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, for over $1 million. While in January this year, Marshall Bruce Mathers III, aka Eminem, also joined the BAYC craze, purchasing Bored Ape 9055 for $12,345 ETH or $462,000. The current valuation for Neymar's pair is around $340,000, while Eminem's paper losses as of the moment are approximately $330,000. And finally, as a bookend to the Google story, the Bank of New York Mellon will now allow customers to deposit their cryptocurrency holdings. BNY Mellon received the necessary approval from the New York's financial watchdog earlier this year, and in the Wall Street Journal report this week reports that services now for bank customers. Bank of New York customers can deposit their Bitcoin and Ether holdings, and the banking giant will store the keys required to access and transfer the assets. BNY Mellon has been at the forefront of cryptocurrency adoption among U.S. banking organizations, while some, such as JP Morgan, continue to doubt the industry. BNY launched custodian services for institutions in early 2021. Since then, the bank has enabled other similar features while also predicting that Bitcoin could transform the financial world. Most recently, the CEO said crypto could drive the bank's revenue higher starting from 2023. And that is the Crypto Potato Market Wrap-Up, brought to you by cryptopotato.com.
I am highly ADHD in my life, which is, in fact, I hated Atari and Nintendo. I contribute all of this stuff to lumiwealth and the amazing education that I have gotten from this service. Well, I can't thank lumiwealth enough for everything that they've done. It's have even a question about whether they should do this. Just look at my story and just look at what I've done.
And so finally, would you recommend lumiwealth's classes to someone else?
I'm doing this every damn day. I love lumiwealth. It's amazing.
Your dreams are full asleep.
Weeks. I've been trying to get a bit more radio play for this show. While we get a tremendous amount of downloads on our podcasting platform and a few hundred views of our YouTube content each week, I am most proud of our partnership with Glacier FM Radio. Through Glacier FM, we reach thousands of listeners each week. And if Sirius XM or some other broadcasting network aired this show, we could reach potentially millions. And that's what crypto needs right now. Crypto is the bastard child of the news cycle right now. Oh sure, CNN and MSNBC love to report when some crypto CEO gets carted away in handcuffs or some poor sucker loses everything when Bitcoin tanks and sends a hedge fund into Chapter 11. As they say in network news, if it bleeds, it leads. But there shouldn't be a lot of blood in finance. In fact, the real story of crypto is not when a crypto bro goes belly up, but should be instead a story about a fast food worker who can quit working nights because they have managed to build a bot that pays them more to stay at home. It should be a story about an Argentinian taxi driver who buys his own cab because he had a good run on Dogecoin. Or maybe the story is just a lady buys a gallon of milk for her kids with Cardano instead of using a sawbuck. That is the news of crypto, and it needs to be told. Those are the stories that matter to the people that matter. It's true enough that the coins are down right now, and far too many say that's why you should stay out of crypto. But the NASDAQ isn't setting any records right now, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average is just as ugly. No one is saying cash in your 401k because the markets are down, are they? It will all go up again. And when you buy when it's down, you make money when it's up. A $20 investment in XRP today could be a $10,000 return next year. And that's what an investment is. But crypto needs more than speculation and trading. Crypto needs Main Street to take it seriously by taking it as currency. Only when you can buy a tank of gas with Litecoin, or yes, when a mom can feed her kids with a few percentage points of ETH, crypto will truly be a currency of the people. And with the news that Google is getting into the game of crypto and Bank of New York Mellon is accepting customers with crypto, that is not very far off. But every radio station that's ignoring the crypto revolution right now, and every TV newsroom that's telling the tales of woe without sharing the news of its growth, are fostering this American ignorance when it comes to crypto. When the news media respects crypto the way it should and starts programming shows like this to educate and inform consumers about crypto, only then will we see an end to this crypto winter. So what can you do? You can call your local TV station or radio station, email them, or message them on Facebook and tell them you want to see more crypto news. If they want this show, then great. But either way, crypto needs some fair coverage on the daily news. And that's the takeaway for this week. It was another abbreviated show this week, but then again, you're a busy person. Maybe you like this shorter show. Next week, we're working on interviews with several folks from crypto, so it should be a big set of shows coming up for the next few weeks, so make sure you tune in. Check out Drifter, our Glacier FM Artist of the Week, who you have been hearing this whole broadcast. If you want to hear more of Drifter's music, you can find the playlists and links to all their songs in the description and in the transcript of this show, available at thecryptonightlynews.com. Hit that subscribe button if you would, please, and download this show everywhere you find podcasts so that you can share this show with someone who might benefit by joining the Crypto Cause. Thank you for tuning in, and I do hope we will see you next week and every week. This has been the Crypto Nightly News for Sunday, October 16th, 2022, and I am your host, Christopher German. Trade safely, my friends, and have a blessed week. Good night.